I could be a fat raw vegan. I mean,
it's easy.
A fat cooked vegan. I could easily be a fat vegan.
It's super simple.
But it doesn't feel good. You're always tired.
Yeah.
When I was on vegan, I needed a minimum of 2 hours extra sleep every time I tried to go back to cooked food. A minimum of 2 hours extra sleep.
Like the difference between 8 and 10 a night? Something like that?
The difference between 6 and 8.
Wow.
Ever since I got rid of all the cooked food, you know, with the beginning of this year, so it's only been like 1.5 months, I am sleeping at least an hour. Consistently, less every night. At least an hour.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
It's incredible.
And you gotta think about the gain. The money you can make within that hour, and the argument that the raw food diet is too expensive goes out the window.
Of course. How to make money as a raw vegan.
Yeah. It's good. No, I don't hear anybody talk about it. I've
Sleep
never
less,
heard
work more.
anybody say that.
Because for me, the money thing was an argument that I pretended to hold.
Of course.
It's like, it's too expensive. But what happens, not only I can be more productive.
It's also the intelligence thing. Okay, we talked. Wouldn't it be nice to have some more time to read?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you have more time to read on a raw vegan diet than you do on a cooked vegan diet.
Way more.
Way more time to read, because you're awake more.
Yeah.
My daughter, however, found out what having a mother on a raw vegan diet was like. And in the first year of life, an average baby sleeps 20 hours a day in their first year of life.
That's a lot of sleep.
Yeah, babies they grow more than anybody else on the planet in that first year. Every human growth spurt is accompanied by massive amounts of sleep, which is why teenagers can sleep like nobody's business. My daughter's in there now. She really doesn't care if she doesn't get up until noon. She just doesn't care. Like,
My parents never let me. They always woke me up.
yeah, of course, but
So what happens with Rosie
so Francesca's on this raw vegan diet essentially, right? She's eating off of Rosie, and she's sleeping 14 hours a day in her first year. And I'm thinking, she's awake 10 hours a day, and her friends are awake 4, 5. In 1 year of living, she's been awake twice as long as they have. She's lived twice as much as them. She's experienced twice as much as them. She's learned twice as much as them. By the time she was 1, she was so far out in front. By the time she was 2, so far out in front. And it's harder to tell now that she's so far out in front, because I think every kid is exceptional, inspirational, so much talent. But several months ago, she took a test that is the British equivalent of high school graduation. She took a test in English as a 15-year-old. Like, I finished my first year my freshman year as a 15-year-old.
Right.
And she's took the test when she was 15 and a half. And we just got the results back a couple days ago.
She did.
15 years old, A+.
Wow.
I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying, like, raw food kids.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Raw food kids have a major advantage over everybody else. And it showed up when she was 1, and it showed up when she was 2 and 3 and 4. Like, by the time she was 3 and she could talk a bit, she could talk rings around kids who were still sleeping 20 hours a day, because she had double and triple the practice.
Yeah, all that time you get.
She could be a 23-year-old when she's 13.
And so many people have asked me, how am I so productive? I go, A, I don't get sick. The average person's sick 18 days a year. And B, I'm awake an extra 700-800 hours compared to most people. You can get a lot done in 700-800 hours. That's like 20 work weeks. So when I first went to chiropractic college, like, I quit my job and went back to school to go back to chiropractic college. Across the hallway from me was a guy who was just graduating school. He was in his last semester of school. And so before the semester even started, I knocked on his door and introduced myself. Hey, I'm starting school, you're finishing. He didn't seem very all that excited about it.
Is this the hotel?
This is the apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apartment complex. But I felt a camaraderie that he did not necessarily feel with me. And And I said to him, look, I'm really motivated about this. I quit my job. I'm paying for this myself. And do you have any advice? I want to really be a good doctor. And do you have any advice for succeeding as I go through school? And he said, how much do you sleep? I said, 8 hours a night. He said, get used to less. And closed the door. And that was our conversation.
Wow. Oh my God.
I don't come from a family that sleeps a lot.
You don't?
My dad never slept a lot. He was much more interested in all the things there were to do in life. My mom somehow just never slept a lot.
As moms are.
Yeah, as moms are. And I don't get very many chances in life to lounge around as much as I would love to. I push. If I really, really want to, I could spend 9 hours a night in bed asleep, I think, if I'm training hard. But it seems like there's never time. And the beauty is that if I wanted to need more sleep, I would have to go back to eating starches.
Wow.
So
Say that again,
if I wanted to need more sleep,
Okay, so-
I would need about 20% more sleep,
Yeah,
20-25%
Yeah.
more sleep
Easy.
if I was eating starches.
Yeah.
I don't have that though. And I have months where I don't eat any, only eat raw food. And I still, I'm always tired, always. I don't know why. It's really annoying.
Run a longer streak.
Run a longer streak.
Yeah.
Like you mean raw longer?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're never getting into the adaptations a month or two at a time. Tell me when you did 48 months. Boom. Yeah, without looking back.
Really? Oh.
No exceptions, 48 months. Tell me when you got that under your belt and that you're not shocked at how well your body has adapted to a raw food diet.
But one cooked meal messes up my whole progress from 6 months.
I don't want to say that. And in many ways, everything you do that's good for you is cumulative, right? And you have to weigh that against everything you do that isn't so self-constructive, which is also cumulative. But if you're in a positive flow, you're in a positive flow. Let's do it another way. You take a rocket ship, it's going to the moon. It doesn't escape Earth's atmosphere and it falls back to Earth. Now you still want to take a rocket ship to the moon. So you build a stronger rocket ship. And now it it gets 25,000 feet or something up off of Earth. And then it just falls back to Earth. Now you build a better rocket ship. And you're going to the moon. And you get 10 miles off of Earth. And then it falls back down to Earth. And the next rocket ship. Where does the next rocket ship start from? It doesn't start from 10 miles out. You're starting from square one again. In some ways, physiologically, this is true.
Staying 100% raw means
How come
no
you found this so
aminos, no cacao, no,
Okay, who wants to get 100% of the benefits?
Yeah, I get that. I understand that, but not everyone that eats that is tired, like me, You
No,
were tired
of course
before.
not. You walk in with your own unique set of strengths and weaknesses. Hey, not everybody is built as solid as you. Not everybody is as coordinated as you. Not everybody learns as quickly as you. Not everybody can walk and just go 2 hours up these hills and say, oh yeah, that was nice, but I walk all the time. There's a lot of things. Not everybody's got those eyes. Holy cow. Hey, everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. Everybody's got it. So you can't expect to, down to the, and you can't get all the benefits that everybody gets. You're only going to get the benefits you get. But if you got some, they're pretty good. You want to feel cloudy thinking, have some starchy meals. Have bread for breakfast and pancakes for lunch and rice for dinner.
Yeah.
Your day
Not a
is
good start.